Welcome back to another video, y'all, and today we have our first build of NHL 26, and it is of course none other than the first build that we usually bring to y'all, and it is of course our Speed Demon build. Let's not waste any of y'all time. Let's hop right into how to make this build for y'all. Let's get it. Now for our Speed Demon build, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, you know, let me get the sniper or the playmaker or something loaded up so you can be ready for the archetype. However, this year in NHL 26, you can actually get the maxed out speed, which is 97 with a power forward archetype. So that is what we're going to go with, because this year hitting is so crucial, and hitting is honestly a little bit OP. So the best way to counter that is just to kind of have as much size, and there's a couple abilities and stuff that we're also going to use to kind of counter that as well. But we will get there when we get there. But for now, we are going to go with 6'2", 195 pounds, because this is kind of the max height and weight that we can make a power forward to get that 97 speed. You can of course shoot left or right-handed. It's completely personal preference, and abilities and boosts we will come back to as always. Now first, for your technique attributes, of course, since this is our Speed Demon, we are going to max out our speed, and as you see, you can actually go up to +10 and -10 depending on the attribute, depending on the archetype. Every single combination is different depending on the build, but for this one we of course can go +10 on our speed. We're also going to go +6 to our agility. Then we're going to take 10 off both of our slap shot and wrist shot accuracy. Then we're just simply going to take 8 off of our balance as well. And I know for a power forward, I know what I was saying about the size and everything, but balance just does not feel like the most important attribute so far this year. Now obviously this could change. My opinion on this could change, as it most definitely has with some of these builds before, but for right now that's what I'm rocking with. Next, for your power attributes, once again we are trying to max out our speed and everything, and from what I can tell so far this year, acceleration is definitely a useful attribute, unlike a couple years ago when you could just completely tank your acceleration and it wouldn't mean anything. That is not the case anymore, and has not been the case for a few years. But then we're just going to add 6 to our endurance as well, because of course, like I said, when you're getting hit, a bunch of people are going to be using truculence and stuff, so you're going to be losing a lot of energy. The best way to counter that for right now is going to be to put our endurance up as high as we possibly can. Then we're just simply going to take 9 off puck control, 9 off slap shot power, and 9 off wrist shot power. Now I know these may seem a little bit low, but I promise y'all, so far from what I've noticed, these attributes are just not super effective, and everything I've been kind of doing on this build has not seemed to be affected by these attributes. After that, for your playstyle attributes, we're simply just going to add 3 to passing. We're going to add 4 to both offensive and defensive awareness, add 1 to stick checking. Then we're just simply going to take 9 off of our body checking, because I know what I was saying about body checking, but the thing with body checking this year is you do not need a high body checking attribute whatsoever, especially if you have some type of hitting ability on a build. You do not need high body checking whatsoever. Then for your tenacity attributes, we're simply just going to add 10 to your strength, because of course this is a power forward, so you do want as much of that strength as you can get. Then we're just going to add 1 to hand eye, then take 9 off both shot blocking and your durability as well. And finally, for your tactics attributes, if you wanted to, you could of course use this build on the wing. However, I've been using this build at the center position. I've been really enjoying it. I was using it all weekend long pretty much during my subathon, obviously kind of tweaking it throughout, tweaking the different abilities, tweaking different attributes, and this is overall kind of what I come to that I have found best for the center position that I've been rocking. Now if you want to see my wing build, let me know, because I definitely do have a different build that I have been rocking on the wing. If you do want to see that, just let me know down in the comments below. But with that being said, of course, since we are using this at the wing, we are going to add 5 to our face-offs. We're going to add 8 to deking, then just take 10 off both discipline and fighting skill. And I'll be honest, I haven't gotten a whole lot of penalties this year. If y'all have, y'all can definitely let me know down in the comments, but I have not found discipline to be a useful attribute at all this year. Now going back to our abilities, obviously all of our abilities are really kind of intertwined. It's literally just an option of 3 different abilities. You have 3 different tiers. You have specialist, you have all-star, and you have elite. Obviously elite's the best, then it goes all-star, then it goes specialist, and you can have any different combination of any of these different abilities on any build. So power forwards can get elite edges, they can get wheels, all that good stuff in any single tier. However, the only catch is, as you can see right there, you do have an AP or ability point cost limit, which means that you will only be able to get up to 100 ability points from any of these different combined abilities. So if you go with an elite one, say if you go with like elite second wind, when you do unlock that, that will literally be 75 of your AP points, which means you'll likely be stuck with going with kind of 2 gold ones for your other 2. But it's kind of just all about figuring out that different combination and what kind of works for you. For this build, there is obviously a few different things that you could go with, but this is what I'm rocking with. For our first one, I decided to go with Wheels. Wheels has been super good, gives you a super huge speed boost, not to mention combined with that 97 speed, if you get the puck in open ice and you even have the chance to skate by somebody, you will get by them every single time. You'll absolutely burn them and toast their shit. Especially if the team you're playing against has an AI D-man or something, you will toast them literally every single time. Then for your second and third ability, I actually want to talk about these kind of together because I feel like that these 2 abilities together is going to be an absolutely deadly combination that you are going to be seeing a lot for the rest of this year. The first one is going to be quick release. We're going all blue abilities for this build. I'm probably going to kind of test out some different stuff with the elite versions of some of these different abilities when you do unlock them, of course. If you don't know all of these different ones that are locked, you can unlock them by just simply playing the game. They are unlocked in this season's season pass, which is free, so do not worry. You do not have to pay any type of money to be elite at this game. To get these elite X Factors, all you have to do is just simply play the game throughout the season, and you will eventually get all of these X Factors unlocked. But with that being said, with the AP limit, we are, of course, only able to rock blue abilities with these ones for right now. I probably will, like I said, mess with some different combinations of gold, elite, and all-star as well. But for now, we're going all all-star. And for our third one, we are going to be going with ankle breaker because the new toe drag animations and stuff like that are so clean and so deceptive, and if you are able to just pull one of these off, I have fooled so many people in the open ice using some of these new toe drag animations and kind of stride deke animations. They are so clean, they're so nice, and ankle breaker really helps enhance these moves. And not to mention, sometimes when you perform a deke or a toe drag around an opponent, if they go for a poke check or something, it will literally leave them in the dust and leave them no chance of recovering. You make a toe drag on somebody at middle of the ice and then combine that with the wheels, you're absolutely gone. You're breakaway every single time, especially when it comes to threes. Then, of course, like I said, I wanted to talk about the combination of ankle breaker and quick release, because if you do the toe drag release shot with these 2 abilities combined, oh my gosh, the shot is absolutely vicious, especially if you're playing a human goalie. They will have little to no chance to react half the time because it is just so hard to expect this shot out of the animations that you get from this ankle breaker. So those 2 combinations of abilities are just absolutely filthy, and that's why I'm rocking with this for right now. And this is going to wrap up our first build for NHL 26. If you did enjoy this video and you are enjoying these builds, please feel free to drop a like, comment any other builds you want to see me recreate in ESHL down below, whether it's a specific playstyle, specific position, anything like that. I would love to bring them for y'all because I am really enjoying the game so far this year. And of course, sub with noties on so you don't miss any of these banger builds in the future. I greatly appreciate you boys watching. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.